All right, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Zielonka. So, um, I was thinking about what to go on to next. Um, we now have two fields that need to be planted, sown, whatever you want to call it. Um, so I was thinking of doing probably, we'll do one wheat and one barley, I guess. Those are the only things we can really. I mean, we could still do canola, but I did a lot of canola on my last one. I mean, I still did wheat and barley, but um, done a lot of canola. I did oil production on my original save game. So I'll do barley and wheat for now. Um, it's kind of the last things we can do for the season. So it looks like we'll have to move on to September shortly, but what I want to do first is cultivate the wheat field. So we will jump into the Zetor and probably overwork it with the cultivator. So we'll have to see how this goes. It might take a while. This is not a very big cultivator. Hopefully we don't struggle too much. I'm apparently struggling to turn right now though. Oh boy. Alright, get on there. Okie dokie. Off to the wheat field. Alright, let's get our steering assist GPS on. Shift over here to the first lane and we will get going on this. Man, it's been a long time since I used this cultivator. And it is wiggling around for some reason. Oh, beacon on for safety. Holy cow. Oh, yeah, a more powerful tractor is going to be in order. I mean, I kind of intentionally wanted it to be a struggle to start with, but... Oh, man. Apparently playing after work also, you know, I struggle. So, it's like I forgot how to drive. I feel like that animation is way more than it was when I started. I don't know if they changed any of that. Or I just never noticed it being that lively. 4 miles an hour up the hill. Come on, man. Power it with your mullet. I mean, I guess it's sort of like a mullet faux hawk. Mullet hawk, faux mullet hawk. Whatever. I don't know, he looks like an idiot. So short of doing the, you know, the wheat and the barley, I haven't really decided where I want to go overall with this. I mean, I guess this is supposed to be like Eastern Europe, Poland, sort of thing. I don't know, should we do potatoes and pretend we're making a fermented potato distilled beverage? It's kind of disappointing that they they don't have that sort of productions in the game to keep the whatever the I don't even know what the rating is on this. But I guess it's maybe E for everyone sort of rating thing where they don't want the adult beverages. I don't know if anybody will do a third-party non-mod hub of mod. Oh, I am just trash tonight. Just trash tonight here. Come on, get it together. Still off. Oh boy. Alright, I really don't care that much. A little too perfectionist on getting all the lines straight and everything just right. So this is going to take a while, clearly. So I'm going to give you a nice time-lapse, fast-forward musical interlude right now. And I'll be back when either this is done or if something happens. Maybe the tractor will explode. Well, there we are. I meant to bring you back in before I finished completely, but I missed it. It took a really long time. So that is done now. I will find somewhere to park this thing. Probably right back over here. See if I can crash it. Back by the chickens, who... What is our chicken status anyways? Their food is full, health is up to 10%. I mean, it really hasn't actually been that long since I purchased them, so... Don't really expect a whole lot. So, we are going to go on to... I'm going to hook this up, and then I think we're going to just... I don't know, maybe I'll look at contracts real quick. I don't want to do too many contracts, but it's kind of the only way to get some money in while you're waiting for your own stuff to come along and start making you money. That's a pretty good one. That's a big field, though. Where is 93? 93 is way over there. I mean, it's really not that far, but that is a large field. Top over. Canola. That'll fill that trailer so many times. Where was the sell point? Was it this thing right here? No, I don't think it was the biomass. No, that is, what is that? Farmer's market. Man, I don't know. I do not know. Probably not. Probably not. Let's do our own thing for right now. Chickens have their food. That's cultivated. That's kind of ready. I don't really have any fertilizer though. But that sounds like a problem for another day. So let's just go into September and start doing some stuff. The long nap. Well, the eggs have started. How are they looking over here? Is it auto feeding? It is not. Disappointing. Where did I put the tractor? It's over there. You know what? There's enough in there. I'll deal with it later. So September we can do both our barley and our wheat. So I wonder, should I just bring this over to the shop and have the fertilizer unit added to it? I don't know why the shop icon doesn't appear on the maps anymore. Maybe, I don't know if it's just me. Let's go over here. I don't even know where the actual, like, repair trigger is on this map. So that's the shop trigger. Where is the repair trigger? This looks like it. Oh, stuck. I'm stuck. Alright, Great Plains. First of all, let's just repair it. I am not going to repaint it. Customize. Fertilizer distribution unit. Yes. Let's change the rims. Because why not? Of course I unhooked it. Jerk. So now we have our fertilizer unit, and I'm going to go back out this way so I can go. One thing I noticed with this particular seeder is if you turn too hard, going backwards, it likes to flip over when you start to jackknife it. So let's go to the trigger instead of just you in the menu. We'll pretend we're going in the store. What's on sale anyways? Things I don't need right now. What I do need is fertilizer. Doesn't really matter. It's gonna pop out in, if I empty it for some reason, it pops out in those anyway, so I might as well just get one of these. I don't even remember how much this thing holds. I probably should have checked. I'm really failing at driving today. I should just stick to going forwards. Let's see that? I was going forwards and it was doing it. 5:30. What an odd number. Alright, I'm just going to cut across. See this one? I mentioned the sidewalk last episode. That really will mess you up. I probably shouldn't do that. I'll start over at this corner. And I'll go this way. Why not? Alright, there was wheat in the other one before. Oh, I'm going to do it again. So when I was cultivating the other field, I realized partway through the headlands that I normally, for cultivating and planting, I do the up and down first, and then the headlands. But I did the headlands, then the up and down, which isn't what I normally do. The pressure of being on camera. And this is gonna be a struggle with these plow bumps. And that glare. I'll go to 2x speed. Why not? So at this point, as far as the eggs go, don't think I'm gonna... There's really no productions I can do yet. I can go to the bakery. I mean, I could... Well, I'd need the grain mill, but this... I think on this map, the grain mill isn't a purchasable... thing. It's just a sell point. So... Alright, let's see what we're doing on our map here, just to make sure things are working correctly. Alright, I know it needs lime. So our fertilizer is working, which is good. I don't know if I'll get... Maybe I'll lease a spreader to do the second application. But anyways, as far as productions for the eggs, I think it's the canning factory for noodle soup along with flour and what was the other one I was doing? Oh, bakery or cake. But the cake requires a whole lot of other stuff, that sugar and all that, butter, I think. So that's a whole other level of added stuff, unless you're just gonna buy it to put it in there. So I don't really want to do that. So I think the eggs we're just gonna sell. What is the high price time for eggs? Eggs are November. We probably won't have a lot by November, but it'll be a little bit of money. I'm gonna have to look at the price again for the wheat and everything too. I don't remember if that's... I'm gonna flip my cedar over. Wheat is probably, I think, November or December. I didn't actually mean to put it down yet. I meant to start my cruise control here. Let's do a little first person with Beck. Can't really see much. Alright, well, we'll fast forward through this, and I'll be back with you when the seating is almost complete, or I'll forget, and when it's done. Now, you see that? That's what happens when you stop paying attention to what you're doing. A whoopsie. Well, let's get back on track. I'm going to have to probably cultivate that out. Somebody remind me to pay attention. I did it again. Forgot to bring it back in as I finished it. So yeah, what happened was I was also distracted by watching a GTA 5 roleplay live stream instead of paying attention to what I was doing. Instead of goofing with the tractor for right now, I am going to see if I can use the cultivator with this. I'm not sure if it has the hookups for it. It doesn't have a 3-point, but I don't think it needs that sort of hookup. It just needs hydraulics. Yeah. Cultivating with a telehandler. Definitely not legit. Alright, I'm just going to cultivate that. I don't know if I could just plant over it or not. With the barley. I'm totally just jacking this field up. This would be just totally, like in real life, you'd probably have to recultivate this whole thing, right? Like, it's just messed up. Too much compaction. Oh, too maneuverable. Holy cow. Look at that weird, different texture. This is going to be so screwy to steer first. Am I going to make it in there? It turns too tight for the cultivator. It's so weird to try and do this with a telehandler. Well, let's pretend we're like half responsible and cultivate out our most of our tire tracks here. I feel like that actually pulled it easier than the tractor did. And I'm not playing reversies again, so do a little off-roading on the grass here. Oh, well, Walter's just creepily watching us. Go to bed, Walter. Go watch Murder, She Wrote or something. Okay, I fixed my whoopsie. I didn't realize I dropped that off the tractor. Oh, I gotta go back to telehandler and go get that, the fertilizer. It won't make it through that field. It's down at below 50%. I think 46 is probably definitely bigger than 45, so we will go get our pallet of fertilizer, top back up, and then plant our barley in the oopsie field. If anybody cares, I hate the pallet physics and the log physics in this game. I load pallets on a trailer to go sell them, and they're just even strapped down. They're like bouncing around all weird. I think I could actually do this goofy thing where you put it over it and it loads it. There you go. Guess that's theoretically sort of the more legit way to do it rather than the, just sitting on the ground and you push a button and it magically loads. Alright, I'll put this over here. I'm not going to put it in this stupid, useless barn. Which... is infuriating. Like, what? Alright, so on to the barley. I'm just going to go in it from here because I'm not running all the way back there. Magic of teleportation. Code amber, and barley. And where's my GPS lines? There we go. It's probably way too early, but... Alright, so we are now doing our barley, and the seeding unit is not turned on. I am just falling apart today. Today wasn't even a bad day at work. Yesterday was a terrible day at work. Super busy yesterday. I think I'm just tired from yesterday. Come on, get it together. Get on the line. Are we on? On. Down. And go. Alright, so we'll get our barley put in. This is definitely going to take a while, so back to a fast forward, and I'll see you when we're almost done if I remember. Okay, I remember to come back in before I finish the field. We're just finishing up the last little bit of the headlands here, planting our barley. Figure out what else to do. I mean, recording time's been over an hour. I don't like going too much further than that, but haven't really done a whole lot. I mean, well, we did cultivate this, and I'm just about finished planting both, seeding both fields. So that's pretty good. But I don't know, we'll take a look when I finish this at what else we might be able to do. I don't think there's anything on our farm we can do. Not at least without spending money. Watch out there, people. Dangerous farmer. Well, that's done. We'll park this thing up. Done way too much reversing today, so we're all set with doing that. right here. Let me go over to the trailer real quick and just dump a little more feed for the chickens. Alright, that is done. Both of our fields have been seeded. They are 50% fertilized, except for my one oopsie strip, which I'm kind of surprised that's showing. Both stages of fertilization. I'm assuming it's because I cultivated it, but I thought you had to have like the day or month or whatever in between applications for it to do, unless you do like slurry with a double application. I don't know, but I'll have to figure out the second application. I don't know if I'll buy. Nothing on sale. I mean, that's not much. 2,000. We don't have very big fields. We don't need anything like this yet with the 42-meter spread. At some point, I'm going to have to buy this thing anyways for lime. Unless I do a mod with the liquid lime. Or I think there's a modded version of this that can spread lime. Doesn't have a very high capacity, and if it maintains the 42-meter width on lime, it's gonna go through it real quick. But let me... That's only 2,000. Let me buy that. We're gonna need it. It's not a lot, but... and I've started with that, using that before, so... my original save game, I started with this, and then what did I do? I got the... whatever brand it is, Brendel or whatever it says, the lime spreader, and I would swap out between lime and fertilizer with that. And I think I still had this for a little while, if I needed it. Where did I put the fertilizer? It's over there. I don't remember how much was left in that bag. Not enough to fill it. But, so we will probably have to get more fertilizer. Put that guy down there. He can chill out. At some point I'm going to sell that stupid barn. I should do it sooner than later because it does go down in value over time. And get some sort of other shed or garage, but I don't know quite yet which I want. What do I want to look up? Those are planted. Those are both... Oh no, barley's June, July. So it'll be June for the barley, July for the wheat. Okay, and then January for selling the wheat and barley. So, we'll end up selling probably the wheat that we do have is not a lot from that first harvest, but I guess it's something. What did I want to do? Oh, let me show you. So I guess some people like to see this. Settings I have, we're on normal. Traffic's on so I can crash into cars. We're doing seasonal growth. Obviously, you've seen the calendar. I turned snow off. Crop destruction and plowing is off, but I have field stones, lime weeds on, and just visuals for disaster stuff, which I guess is just hail and tornadoes. I don't know if they're going to add any other disasters. I don't know what they would add. Fire, maybe. Um, Dirt I put to slow. Some stuff gets ridiculously dirty really quick. Um, Fuel usage is normal. All the AI stuff is off so they don't spend my money. That's pretty much it for that. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? What's in here? Fertilizing. Harvesting. Maybe there's some smaller fields close by. Oh no, that's vegetables. We can't do that. I need grains. All I can do is grains. None of that's grain. 17 is the only one. Sorghum. And it's not really far away, but uh, let's go take a look at it. Sir, you have weeds. Hmm. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do this one. I'm gonna need my trailer. This might take a bit. All right. Oh, it's struggling to pull this thing up. We don't have to climb any hills with the sorghum. And we'll empty this into our silo here. Let me take the contract before it disappears. And we are not going to lease the equipment. It's pretty, all right. So what I'll do is drive this out onto the road, and I'll probably have an AI go drive this over to 17. I have no idea which way they'll go. I haven't done this on this map yet, so I have no idea what they're going to do. Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know what the roads are going to be like going out there. Well, let me just, we'll just wing it. Go do that. Let's see what happens. All right, they're going that way. So let me cancel it. And I will have them come in. Man. This way. Blocks are unreachable. Let's just do this then. See what they do now. Okay. telehandler out of the way here. Hopefully I have enough space to do this. Because I really don't want to have to try and move the cedar. Austin powers it. Alright, which way did they go? They cut up this road and they're cutting. Okay, that makes sense. Depending on the condition of that road, I guess, right? So I will do sort of the same thing. I'm going to go up through here, though. Beacons on for safety. Alright, we're over here. It looks like our trailer hopefully arrived safely, and they didn't go driving off like a jackass through the ditches. Oh my god, I can't even drive. I really am struggling today with this. I know I have crop destruction off and generally can't destroy crops on contract fields, but I'm trying to be, you know, a little realistic here. Drive into this corn. Alright, what do we gotta do here? What am I doing? Unfold. On. Down. There's no, what you call it, a sorghum, so... forgot it lifts it. High cut on sorghum. Just takes the head off. Oh, God. Man, it is just weeds. Whose field was this? Oh, Walter, you disappoint me. So one thing I like so far a little bit more about this map, and I think a lot of people don't like it, but it's just not a lot of trees at the edge of fields. And on Riverbend Springs, I had to clear so many trees at field edges just to make harvesting and doing other field work tolerable sometimes. I mean, there's a lot of trees to, you know, trim out for putting in a lumber mill anyways, but those downy service berries or whatever they are, those things definitely get in the way. They block up the view. I mean, they turn a nice nice red in the fall, but the rest of it, they're just in the way all the time. Alright, another fast forward coming. We'll harvest Walter's weedy field here. And see you when we're done. Alright, we're just finishing up the sorghum in Walter's weedy field. And there's pretty much a full load in the trailer already. It was just under the 8,000 liter capacity. Whipping this Massey Ferguson hard. So I'm going to put the header on the trailer. Nope, that wasn't great, but it's on there and it locked in, so. Oop. Just not driving well today. So let me take this out of here first. That huge building is where we have to go. There's no direct way there. I guess going back towards our own farm is probably the more efficient way to do it. Where's the cut through? There's the cut through. Drive into the grain mill. A non-purchasable thing. You can build your own if you want to have it as a production. That's about it, though. Yeah, how do I want to do this? I really don't want to drive this all the way over there. I can't even get it into the dump point. So, I think what I'll do is I will pull over up here on the side of this little path. I don't even want to call it a road. We'll pipe it out. Ready. And then I will teleport to the tractor. Beacons on for safety. Drive all over Walter's field because it was full of weeds, and he clearly doesn't care. And we will overwork the hell out of this tractor towing this stuff. So I think what I'll do is we'll go dump this, and then I'll just drive back to where the combine is and get the rest of it to bring back in. And hopefully we get a little bonus. There's always a little bit of extra. They leave a little wiggle room, I think, on the contracts. When you're baling, you know, there's still going to be a little bit of straw left in the field. You know, you mow, it doesn't quite finish it. Harvesting, you can usually get all of it. And you end up with some bonus grain. And anything that's over their like predetermined amount for the contract, a little bonus extra money for you. And you bring it. If you want, you can actually just keep it, take it back to your own silo. I don't know if it has to be in a silo for it to not like disappear on you, or you know, maybe it'll disappear if it's still in a trailer. I don't know. But we did it on our the multiplayer. We have I have with my coworkers. We're not much into that. We started one and kind of screwed around a little too much, and we started a new one, and we played it once. So hopefully we'll be able to get back on that. Just depends how busy we are at work. Alright, back to the combine, get the rest of our sorghum. See how well we do. Whoa. Almost overcooked it a little bit. Not a big driveway to get on there. Like you saw before, those curbs, they'll mess you up. This one bothers me. I noticed this when I was tooling around on this map once before. Nice little driveway. Nice, and then here, curb suddenly. But it's not in line with that. Alright, how much are we going to get? How much? I don't think it's going to be... I probably should look at how much sorghum is worth first. What are we selling it for today? Sorghum, $9.45. I'm going to go with... I don't know. That's per 1,000 liter. I don't think we're going to have more than 1,000 liters extra. I'll do around $800. Bonus. Oh. We were more. It's pretty good. So, $1,168 in addition to the contract amount that I'll collect when we get back to the farm. So that is not too bad. It took a little bit. I mean, eventually we'll have a bigger... Whoa. Bigger combine. Bigger header. We'll be able to do bigger fields. And at some point I'll start using the AI a little bit more for it, but I don't want to be so reliant on it when I'm doing these episodes. You know, having it drive the tractor over there, that's one thing. Otherwise, it's just a lot of back and forth. I mean, I could have had the AI, deliver the grain, the initial sorghum load there. I could have set it to deliver it right to there. I don't know if it would make it or not. Let's get a little bit more wheat in here again. I don't need a lot. My chickens on my other game, that thing is like 9,000 liters. And I still have this original starter farm tech little trailer. I never got rid of it on that. So that's what I used to do, exactly that it's doing there. It sits there full of whatever grain I happen to be feeding my chickens. And it's an extra 8,000 liters in addition to the 9,000 that the chicken pen holds. So I don't have to worry about topping it up all the time. I just, when I load in to play, I check, make sure it's running, and then when you change days, sometimes you have to refresh that stuff. If you have a water tanker kind of auto-filling a greenhouse or something, when you change days, you probably should check it again just to make sure it's actually doing it correctly. So I think sometimes it stops on its own. Loop around here. Get the header trailer back where it was, near the building. A little bouncy. And we are not going to be harvesting for a little while, probably. And that's dirty. Gonna have to get the pressure washer soon. Keep the stuff clean. I saw somewhere somebody mentioned that if you leave them dirty, they do get damaged quicker. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm gonna have to repair this soon. 13%. I think around 15 maybe is where you start losing yield. Oh, this is 17%. I definitely gotta repair that. Note to self, repair stuff before next harvest. There goes $29 to our worker that drove the tractor to the field. That's right, look at all those chickens. Is that it? That's probably it for this episode. Yeah. I don't even know what we're going to do until the next harvest either. I think about what we're going to do in the future. Where are we going to take this? I do at some point. I want to do this, but that means doing sawmill stuff. And I hate doing the forestry. I really do. I don't know where. And there's forest areas all around the map, especially around the edge. There's plenty of but this is just, it's mostly field. That's kind of cool. So yeah, there's some trees and stuff, but not a lot. Most of these, it's like a very sparse forest. Let's explore for a second here. What do we got? You hit by a train? Oh, this must be the Greenpool East. So this has to be where it's like the grain silo west or whatever it is, maybe on Riverbend Springs, where you can just store stuff for free. But this is the tip point. But you gotta drive on the tracks to get in there. What's going on out here? That's weird. What's the production? Shop? What? Oh, it's the warehouse. And hello? I'm pretty sure that's one of the collectibles. Open pallet shop. I don't want to open the pallet shop. I want to collect the collectible. How do I do that while it's in the trigger? Um, hmm. A conundrum. I'm pretty sure those are supposed to be the collectibles, but how do you... Usually a little prompt comes up to... I don't know. Well, I guess I'll have to remember there's one over there, but I don't know how to get it. Usually there's one on your own property, I think. There was one on Riverbend Springs on one of the sheds. Where would they stash it on our property? If there actually is one. Hmm. There's actually lights in here. Interesting. Alright. I don't know. I've screwed around too much, I think, already. I think my brain is just mush from the last 2 days. So I will call it an episode there. It's been 2 hours recording. I don't know what this will edit. There's a lot of stuff that was going to be time-lapsed, fast-forwarded, so should edit down. But we'll see you in the next episode, and we'll figure out what we're going to do. Have a good one.